Here it says that it's streaming, so let's assume that it is. All right, let me see if I can. That should work. And I don't believe it is streaming. Wait a second. All right, now I believe a little bit more. How about that? So, anyways, I missed it yesterday. My Twitch Tuesday went down the drain, and the reason being I ended up attending a funeral, which you don't really plan for those things. It just kind of happens. So that was that. But it also put a damper on my whole day and really spun me out of control, basically. And I did things that really upset everything, and I keep questioning myself, why? Why wasn't I paying more attention? I upset my mother really badly, and she has all the right to be upset with me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have paid more attention, and for some reason I really just went blank. And I don't know why. I still up till this day don't know why, because up till today, and why I blanked so insanely. Because we had agreed on a time, and it was, and I totally completely blanked about it. And this morning when I woke up, I just came. The first thing that came to mind was, well, you agreed on that time. Not only did you agree on that time, you agreed on that time to be there half an hour earlier, so it wouldn't happen. So everything would go smoothly, so there wouldn't be any crazy delays. And I completely went. Guessing because the funeral got too much attention, or it could be the other way around. It could be that the funeral, I was thinking, yeah, it's kind of sad and upsetting, but I'll deal with that later. And when the time came, when the day came, my wife went, you know what, you're going to deal with it now. So I am no specialist or not a psychologist, but my message of the day, first I'm going to keep it short because it's a Wednesday, so my Twitch Tuesday went out the window. And I thought about doing when I came back, but I thought I wouldn't make sense. And just as well I wouldn't have, so just as well I didn't. But what it really was, now I lost my train of thoughts. So the thing about it is, what I should have done when it came to my mind that she had passed and we're going to this funeral, I should have just felt the sadness. I should have accepted it. And I didn't. I held my tears back and I didn't deal with it at the time. And I just tried to be grown up or whatever. I tried to be, right? I don't know why I did that. I could have dealt with them, but I didn't. Habit. That's what I usually do. I always try to look straight, whatever you want to call it. I always try to look like I have it all together. Whatever. You know the way it goes, right? The way the world wants you to look like it, or the way you're supposed to look like. You're not supposed to show feelings, right? Or, well, maybe you are at times, but anyways, I think that was infiltrated in my mind too, that I'm supposed to be strong and real, okay? So you don't show feelings. Certainly not sadness. Maybe gladness, but not sadness. So, and I think that just came hammering down on me in the morning, and what anything else just disintegrated. Anything else became secondary. And I remember looking at the clock too and thinking, and just looking at it and thinking, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Telling myself everything was fine. And just kept moving forward and tried to get going, get out the door. So how this thing that was massively important suddenly just didn't exist. So it was weird, first off, and secondly off, I couldn't explain it. I had no reasons for doing it. It just went the way it went. And so I'm trying to figure out what was the lesson. The lesson was sit down, deal with it. If you're sad, be sad. Don't try to make out you're not. If you're upset, if you're angry, be with it. Because you bottle it up and becomes like this. So now I really crossed my fire with my mom, and I'm gonna have to deal with that, right? But and then thinking in my own mind, well, what do I do to stop it from happening again? All right, so that's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing the advice is right now. Or in my case, it helps to write down. I'm better at when once I wrote it down. And I think that goes for everybody. You know the way once you write it down, you haven't. You know when you go to the grocery shop and you write down what you needed to buy, right? And then you forget to listen home. I'm sure we all do it, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one. But still, when you get to the shop, you have a tendency to remember a little bit better because you did write it down once, even if you don't have it right in front of you. It's easy to remember because you did do the mental effort. So to me, that's a big thing. Just write, even if it's just a scribble. I wrote here Twitch, right? I wrote here 11 o'clock. I had to call somebody. So my message, yeah, don't bottle up because it causes havoc and chaos in everybody's life, including your own. But worse again, it's not nice for anybody else neither. And then you started swinging up and forth. Anyway, that's a different topic. So said I'd keep it short because it's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, and I'm just trying to catch up. And somewhere along the line, I hope this makes value to you, gives value to you, or to somebody, to anybody. Because I learned a ton yesterday, and now that I think about it, because going to a funeral kind of cracks the bubbles open, doesn't it? So it really puts you in a weird state. It really gives you presence. And I tell you another thing is, those priests that are hacks, and there are some good ones out there, but there are priests that really can yabber about nothing. That really breaks everything. It breaks the presence. It breaks the moment. Because everybody was into the spirit, and then he started yabbering about, to use pun intended, but God knows what. I don't think God knows what it was yabbering about. I'm sure it was well meant, but it really broke everything. Because he had people's attention, and when he started yabbering about, dribbling about all this, and it was fine for a while, but it kept going on. It really broke. It broke the moment. It broke people's attention, and it became kind of funeral. Because I've been to funerals that were actually really where what they say makes sense, and that really refers to the person. In this case, yesterday, I doubt it ever did, and I think he even mentioned that. I'm sure there's much more to her life than this. Anyway, so that's another topic, but that's also one thing I learned. Like, keep people's attention and stick to what's on the table at the moment. Can you hear that? I'm yabbering away about nothing. So, anyways, keeping it short for today, at least. I usually do keep it short, right? And to the point. And I hope you get something out of the lesson I just learned. Don't bottle up. When those feelings of sadness comes, sit with it, be with it. If you have to cry, by all means cry. Don't be chicken shit like I did and bugger out of it. Okay? I should have cried the first time I heard this. Not wait till the funeral was there. Not say, I'll deal with it later. Because when you do that, when you deal with it later, it's going to come to a stage where your mind is going to say, now is a good time. Bang. And it might be when you least really want it. So, yeah, take it, handle it. Be a stud or whatever it takes. Be courageous. And just be sad if you have to. Be angry if you have to. Be bottled up if you have to. No, don't be bottled up. But if you want to be happy by all means. Or if you feel that way, but don't think I'll deal with it later, because that, in my case, turned into havoc and catastrophe. All right, lesson learned. So hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday, and I wish that this gave you value. Have a great week. I'll see you then.